It's me. It is I. I'm going to start off by talking about the Misopaper event, and then I'm going to swatch because I have so many inks to swatch. I've got to get going on this. So basically, at the beginning, we were given this tote bag when we first came in. We walked right in. There was no kind of queue, but then there was a queue. And it was a very slow-moving queue. What it basically turned out to be was kind of like as if it was a Misopaper pop-up store. And basically, if you wanted to see some of the things that Misopaper carries in their shop, which is only online, this was a great event for that. It was neat to see a lot of the superior labor items that you only kind of see on videos of other people in person. Gorgeous, gorgeous, out of my current price range. I kind of, by the time this event rolled around, I'd been reworking some of my inventory. I redid my notebook inventory. I'll put the total of notebooks I have and notebooks and pages that I have up on the screen. And I was kind of not in the mood to go stationery shopping. But my friends were going to be there, and I, was curious to see what it was about. And I was going to be stamping things for Cyan. And so, yeah, I went along. I got to... So the line that I use to get into town usually is the Piccadilly line. And apparently that was down for planned, I don't know, whatever, planned works that I somehow was unaware of. And so then I had to rush and try and catch the train, and got off at Euston, met Michaela there. And I think I've included like very little footage, guys, just very little footage. I was just not in the headspace to film anything. But Michaela did and Zed did. So if they have videos of footage of the event, I will share them on my, community thing? I'll just post a thing sharing it. So the queue was quite long. I think we were in it for 45 minutes. And by the time we got to the door, I had convinced myself I wasn't going to buy anything. I was just going to look and, by the time I got to the register, I somehow spent 50 pounds. I'm so puzzled. I mean, one of the things... this was in the freebies, which is great. I love tins. I love this tin. And they had a lanyard. A lot of people wearing the lanyard. I wear lanyards at work. I didn't want to wear my lanyard, but I'll keep it. There was the Misopaper pop-up event pin, and I will put that on something. There was a sticker and another sticker. There was the skinniest ballpoint pen, which, that could come in handy for something. I think it might be quite a fat line. And then there was this token, which I think was for the gachapon machines, and I didn't realize this was in here until just now. So, anyways, and a Misopaper pin. And I think I've got one of these already from like an order that I placed a while back. It is warm and muggy here in England, and I think that was affecting my brain. I don't do muggy well. I'm from kind of a drier climate, and I've lived in muggy climates for years and years, like when I lived in Toronto, and now I live here, and I still don't like it. I don't like muggy. So yes, it was almost, I love this tin. They were selling it there too, but I didn't buy another one. That one was enough. I got the spiral ring notebook in A6 Slim. And maybe in a couple minutes, I'll see whether any of my covers fit this. Because I've been wanting this specific one for a while. And it's not been in stock anywhere I've been looking. I usually get my Travelers Company things from London Graphic. I'm very loyal to London Graphic because my son has a discount. For a student discount there, and I send him. But yeah, so let's see. I bought, talk about those in a minute. I accidentally bought 2 of these stickers. I thought I was buying one, but they were like, I don't know, stuck together. And so, like, when I got out of there after paying, and it said I bought 5 things, I'm like, what do you mean? I think I had 3 things. Well, this was one of the surprise things. So I'm going to put that in a giveaway at some point. I bought this sticker. So those these 2 I intended to buy. And then I went around. Where's my notebook? Hang on a second. Okay. Then I went around and I stamped. I got so many compliments on this. I freaking love it. I have to remember to pull this off this way. So I did end up gluing this on the front and then gluing this on the back. And then I have another one that I'm going to show you in a minute that's going to go right there. I stamped all the stamps in this sketch paper because it was one of the only notebooks I had. So I can take that off my notebook list. Hee hee. And then I stamped them all for cyan here, and I think I may have stamped a couple twice on accident. I don't know. There were so many people wanting to stamp things, and I was kind of in a bit of a frenzy trying to stamp everything, and I am terrible at stamping. I apologize, Cyan. Hopefully you still love me. But yes. And I also stamped because I thought, oh, this would be good for, Happy Mail, sending these things. Does anybody want these in Happy Mail? I stamped so many things. Like, there's so much stuff. And I almost filled up all these pockets already. And these are supposed to be the thing that I'm kind of using to kind of collect, there's a bunch in here, a bunch in here. I kind of went nuts and stamped and stamped and stamped and stamped. And there was I bought this PET tape. Let's open that. You move out of the way. That's like my beloved traveler's notebook now. Like I haven't been vibing with that thing for a long time. Because first it was fuzzy and then I made it unfuzzy. And then I don't know. I just wasn't. I like the black one. I like the kind of rubbery feeling leather. How do I open? Oh, clear stuff. Oh, I think I found it. Nope, I did not. What is going on? Don't make me do this on the camera. Okay. What the actual heck is going on here? Okay, so, as you can tell, they're stickers. Gosh. And I probably should get better glasses. Right. Let's take this one off. Stick it in my sticker release book. I just saw it. Where is it? Pause. God. How embarrassing. Okay. Anyways. So these are kind of stickers. Let's go. We'll get this envelope and we'll start all over. Wow. That's a long repeat. Okay. So I bought this because I'm always on a quest to have things to send people in Happy Mail because people send me so much stuff. This is a really long repeat. Okay. So it was stationery. I think they made this one specifically for the event. Heck if I know for sure. But there were squirrel. ADHD. It fits. I've got a huge roll. It's not cheap. But I was like, okay, that was kind of what I went in thinking. I'm going to buy myself a honkin' roll of PET tape. And, yeah. I would be happy with that, and that would be all I got. But then I got 2 stickers, and then... God, okay. I'm going to speed this up. Okay. Then I got 2 stickers. I thought, okay, that's not bad. And then I was looking at all the Superior Labor stuff. I really, really liked it all. And I kind of wanted some. And I thought, okay, well, I'll just get this thing. This thing was like, it's just a little leather, stamped piece of leather. And it says Misopaper and the Superior Labor. And I thought, okay, well, I could, sew that onto my backpack of stuff. But yeah, that was like 8-9 pounds or something. This I picked up because I thought I'd buy it. And then my friend TJ said she'd give me a sample of it. So when I couldn't get back to where this was. There were so many people in there. And so when I got to the desk, I said, okay, I'm not going to get this. My friend's going to, share hers with me. And I put it to the side. But apparently, while I wasn't looking, they rang it up, stuck it in my bag. I mean, I'm not blaming them or anything. God, they must have been so overwhelmed. There were so many people, in there trying to check out and do things. But yeah, so this will also go in the giveaway with this guy. So then went around, stamped everything, went to, what are those machines called? Gotcha machines? I'm going to be honest with you. That was the most exciting. I was mostly excited about that because I'd never done that. I mean, I've done gumball machines, but I had never done this. So I bought tokens, not realizing there was one of my thing, and I did the stationary one, and I don't know, I think this is some sort of die cut washi thing. What is this? And where's the opening? I don't think this is going to work for my eyeball. What's going on here? Yeah, it's kind of like a die cut washi. I can't get a... It's pretty cool. Like if you painted with watercolor down the border of your, traveler's notebook or something, that could be pretty cool. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of stick the end of it to this for now. Yeah, so if you did that over like a watercolor or inked edge of something, that would be really pretty, but oh, that's fiddly. Why did I get the fiddly thing? And I love storing things in these little eggs. Let's see what else I got. I have not opened these till now. I thought I would wait. I got another washi tape. Masking tape. BGM. That's a good brand. I don't really need washi tape. I just wanted to play with the machine and didn't need a Miffy or a Hello Kitty thing. All right, let's see it. Now, this is the kind of washi tape that I'm slightly less fond of. The kind that's like slick on this side, because I like to place it down and then maybe stick stickers over parts of it, but sometimes stickers don't stick to this stuff. But this is really pretty. Can you see? I'm glad I have that. I will share. I had brought, because I thought, that maybe a bunch of us would go and hang out afterwards, but it was pretty much just me and Michaela. Some people were staying because they had classes or something to do. The Superior Labor and Helen from Coffee Monsters Co. and Abby C. were doing workshops. Journaling is my therapy. Misopaper. So I got a button that could go on. I tend to take this off of these and I put pin backs on because I've got those locking pins and these things always open. I could put that on there and I'm falling apart. Okay, let me stick this in the bag. So yeah, somehow this, and this Came out to like 50 pounds, and 2 more stickers. Came out to 50 pounds. Just, what the heck was I thinking? I'm not supposed to be spending money. Ugh. Anyways, so I'm disappointed. I'm not so much disappointed in the event. I'm disappointed in myself. Yeah. So that was the Misopaper event. Afterwards, Michaela and I went and hung out. We had Leon for lunch. Leon is a name that my son gave, like a neutral temperature when he was a kid. So I can't hear Leon without thinking of a temperature. And then Michaela gave me some airmail stickers to put on my letters to people. And then she also gave, I have this thing, if you've seen my backpack, I have this thing for like weird medieval illuminated manuscript animals. Look at this, the face on this cat. And this one. I just saw a video like on Facebook today that was like this dog with this insane power in this pack of dogs in a yard. I'm still stunned about it. I'll see if I can link it. If I can find it on YouTube, I'll link it because I know that not everybody's on Facebook. So that was my Misopaper adventure. Yeah. I mean, it was good to see my friends. It was good, but a little bit frantic to stamp all the stamps. Like, because there were people waiting behind you to get to the stamps. But they provided paper. And that was really cool. It was kind of my first stamp caravan experience. I imagine people who are going Sunday and Monday will have a much more relaxed time. There didn't seem to be a limit on kind of, like everybody thought there was going to be a limit on the Coffee Monsters Co., the special washi tape and stickers, but there didn't seem to be. People had a lot of them in their little, so they gave us little baskets to carry around. I imagine they were buying them for friends. But yeah, they had somebody who was embossing covers. I don't know what with. My friend Monica did it. I'll have to ask her. But I don't have room on my cover for that because I'm just going to put patches everywhere. Oh, I saw a video by A Peach Life, and I'll link that. And she puts patches on the inside of her notebooks too. So that's a rabbit hole I'm going to go down as well. I am like going kind of patch crazy. With this thing on here, I have to put, I'm just putting this on upside down, which says XOXO, and I want it to say Ox Ox. With this thing on here, which it's not always on here, it used to be like this, but it covers this beloved patch, and we can't have that. So now I'm putting it this way. These are the pins I brought with me. I wrote nothing. Michaela and I intended to journal together. This is the second time we've got together to journal and journaled nothing. Zero. We just gab and show things and, have lunch and coffee, and it's lovely. So, yeah, that was the Misopaper event. So now on to swatching. I am going to swatch, one second. I'm going to swatch 5 inks because that's what fits. So I think I already put a sticker. Yay. Have I put more stickers on? Ooh, I pre-stickered things. What a genius. I don't really think I'm a genius. I just feel like one right now because I'm very proud of myself for not having to dig the stickers out. Okay, and I'm going to put this under. So what 5 inks should we swatch? Should we swatch 5 Barbie? No. Okay. We'll swatch these 4, and then the one that was from Michaela that I forgot to swatch in the last one. Okay, so we've got Oster Balham Blue. I'm just going to rip this. There's no way I'll get that untied. Lenny Toolbar Jujubee. Now, when I think Jujubes, I think those little candies. Do you remember them? They were like little teeny. I'll see if I can put a picture up. And they would like absolutely pull your fillings out. I loved those things. Warringal Jane Eyre. Not a shimmer. I don't think any of these are a shimmer. Surprise! Peel off washi. J. Urbon Vert for it. I probably pronounced that wrong. This is funny. This is going on here. And Waringal Purgatorio. That one I was really interested in swatching. So those are the ones I'm going to swatch in just a minute. Look, there's sun out. I couldn't find my swatch tools, but then I remembered I got this, it's like a watercolor brush guy. And this is all my swatching tools. And it was right here. But I was looking for one of the kind of longer ones. All right. So we've got these. We've got this. I've stuck stickers on everybody. We are using a cyan snail today because we were chatting earlier. See? And okay, so here's the one for Michaela. And it is... Ooh, I should put this on this side. The water. Robert Oster. And I'm going to just stick this, because I've got a few of these that I found, and I'm just going to stick this in a spare one. Let's do the spoon before it all just kind of... Oh, that's a pretty blue. All right. Robert. I'm coming around to these blues. They're really good for writing letters. Not so much for my journal, but they look really nice in a solid block of text in a letter. So Rubber Oster Balloon Blue. And I forgot to do this. Dang nabbit. I'm going to do it right now, because otherwise... And I still have to like put all these things in my book. I could have done that at the same time because I could take out pages, which is so great. But I'm not gonna. Okay, so linen toolbar. Jujube. Okay, we're gonna do this on this side. Oh, I like that. It's like a burnt sienna. And then we're going to grab another one of these. Yes, I've got it. I've been writing pins dry. I've been writing letters, guys. I'm trying to do at least one a week because it's getting a little bit out of control. I keep saying, yes, I'll be your pen pal. Because I love writing the letters and I love decorating the letters. It's just that afterwards, I try and record like what I've said and like what they said to me in their letter in this journal I've got. And that is what takes the time. If I could get that happening on the same day I finish the letter, that would be the best. Do you see this drop on my desk? This is linen toolbar jujube. I think there was a jujube this color. Unless jujube is something else. I don't know what a jujube is. Hopefully I will Google while I'm editing this. But it is a lovely color. And then we've got... let's do the other linen toolbar. No, they're both Warringal. Duh. Okay, so we'll do the Jayarbon Vert for it. So there's like a thing on top of the E. I don't know what the thing is called. There's no shimmer, right? Excellent. This is going to be kind of dark. All right, that side of the spoon. Yeah, I cleaned a bunch of pens last weekend, and then immediately wrote 3 more dry, which I don't know about you. That really annoys me. Because if I just written the 3 dry, before that I put way too much ink on this. It might be paper towel time. You know, if I just waited a little bit, where did that paper towel go? Here it is. I have a feeling this is going to sheen. I will leave some pooling. I just want it to dry today. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah. It's like I felt really good about myself, and then I was like, oh, now I have a bunch of things that I need to clean again. Vert. I like this color. I've been struggling with greens. I think I've mentioned it 45 times. That's the thing. But I like this one. I don't know. I haven't been into them, but I think I could be into this one. Next, we have Warringal Purgatorio. I just saw Karina swatch this one. She got a bottle from Warringal. That's so cool. And I think this was the one I pushed down too hard when I cleaned it. Yep, okay. Yes, I can control these glass pipettes a lot better than the plastic ones. I am not in control of the plastic ones. I should have done that green last. It has changed all my water. Totally green. Oh, that's light. But I like light. Even though I have terrible vision, it makes no sense. But here we are. Oh, it's okay. It's coming off. All right, so. Is this from like a book title? Because I know that Warringal sometimes does book titles. I hope you can't hear my tummy. Shut up. Oh, I met somebody named Emma. Hi, Emma, if you're watching this at the Misopaper event. I must have seemed like a complete lunatic. I ironed my hair, Emma, before I left. I don't usually look like a frizzy. Like I felt like I looked like the witch in the Bugs Bunny cartoons whose hairpins are always flying out. I was so frizzy. And I'd lost where I put my friends. Like they were sitting somewhere while I went off to stamp, and I could not remember where I'd left them at because it was a little bit there was like a little hidden corner. So yeah, that was right when you met me. I was realizing I'd lost my friends. So yes, I'm not usually that crazy. I probably do come off that crazy a lot, but it just was extra crazy at that time. I like this. It kind of seems like a lighter version of the Larme de Cassis that I can't pronounce from Urban. That won the purple. That wasn't purple, but this is more purple, I think. I'll see if I have something like it. I don't know that I do. This might go in a pen. Jane Eyre. It has been ages since I read a classic. Some people on Simone's Discord, which I had to mention because I couldn't do a whole video without it, have been reading classics like the Count of Monte Cristo and things like that, which I remember I really liked that book when I read it. My favorite classics author was W. Somerset Maugham. He could write people like nobody else. And The Razor's Edge specifically, because it really just struck me that all these people didn't want this guy to just be who he was. That's what it felt like to me. I will let this dry. I will see if I've got anything like it. And yeah. All right. Here we go. There's Robert Oster, Ballon Blue, Lennon Toolbar, Jujubee still drying, Urban Vert Forest. That looks like it has kind of a black sheen, which I dig. Wearingold Purgatorio. Do you see that yellowish kind of tone, that goldish tone? I don't have anything that does that. There's no way. Wearingold Jane Eyre. I was like thinking it looked like a lot of things, and then it wasn't looking like any of them, but we'll see. Okay, so Ballon Blue. The closest I have is Pelican Turquoise, and this is way bluer. This has a little bit more green to it. Jujubee, I don't really have that color. I like this. The closest I think I have is Yuyaki. And the vert for it, we've got Pelican, Olivine, Jane Austen, not too much. Diamine Cool Green, maybe, but that's a little bit brighter. Okay, Purgatorio, I got like a ton of things out of. So Purgatorio, even on here, I'm not sure you can see it. It like shifts to that kind of yellowy tone. This is super interesting, and I now want a bottle. Do I need a bottle? No. Here's it next to Don Quixote by Wearingold. The bottle of ink I had of this just did not cooperate with me. Next to Kitsune Biori. Same kind of color-ish. This might be a little bit lighter, and it doesn't shift to yellow. None of these other ones do. Journal this Pinked is like a darker version of this. Doesn't really shift to the yellow. Pennsylvania Fieldstone, way too pink. Antique Sepia has like a green, like the color tone of it is kind of similar, but it seems to have a green sheen. Why do I have the blank ones in here? Shauna. Okay. Wearingold Jane Eyre. I thought it was going to be kind of the same tone as Diamond Industry Sunset. I am no good at purples, apparently. Journal This Laugh and Dare. This is a bit bluer and darker. The Great Owl, I have a terrible swatch of, but I've eaten it all, so I can't show you. And Sydney Lavender, that's kind of close, but I think it's also darker. So that's that. That's the swatching. Thank you. There goes the sun. I forgot to check my covers and see which one this thing would fit in. I don't know whether it's going to go at the end of that video or the swatching Misopaper video. Probably. May as well. All right, so I have this one, which is a Chic Sparrow, and I bought this off Simona, aka Simone, like ages ago. Ages and ages ago. And I haven't been in this size for a while, but this was the one that I used to take to San Diego with me back in the day. Let's see. Will this? I don't think it's going to slide in here. Nope. Too tall. So this is pocket. This is supposed to be A6 slim, but A6 is just kind of... This is also A6 slim, but so if you could see, it's this much taller. So I don't know what this is going to fit in, but I kind of wanted to use one of my... I have a bunch of covers. Oh, you know what? Let me try this one. This one looks maybe... Actually, why don't I just go like this? This one could maybe do it. Because it's got these kinds of... I just thought it would be nice to have it in a cover because I have all these covers that I just don't use. All right, so that will fit. That's a Foxy Fix. And was it a Foxy Fix A6 or Pocket? I don't even know. Here's an A6 Hobonichi. I think it was supposed to be a Pocket. So that will work. I haven't used that cover in ages. I think I've been looking for just some kind of off-white elastics. This super insanely white elastic is probably why I don't use it. All right, what else will it fit in? Let's see. Sorry, didn't mean to smack you. Okay, so it won't fit in that one. Will it fit in this one? Nah. I don't even know what this one is. I think this one was given to me. Yeah. All right, we've got this one. No, won't fit in that because it's too close, and I've got to get it in between that stitching. So no, I don't even know what this one is, but this one has like a pin mark on it. All right, we've got this one, which is Speckled Fawns. This is one of the speckled fawns that really, really, really smells like leather. Like really, really. Will it go in there? It will not go in the pocket, but will it, if I just open it like here, stick it on a... That just looks weird. I've been thinking of putting my 5-year in here just to use it because I haven't used it in a while. I actually tried to sell it a couple times, but I think everybody feels like it's just too rustic. But that's the thing I like about it. I just have another one that's kind of rustic as well. I've got this pocket in front. All right. Maybe I'll try and stick my 5-year in there while I've got people paying attention to what I'm saying. All right, so shall we try the Hobonichi? It fits in. I don't even recall if I've ever actually used this Hobonichi cover for very long. I think it had like an ink swatching thing. I mean, it could go in there. I'd like it. But yes, ink. So it's my cover for life. So this one, or I think I might put it in the Foxy Fix. But if I put it in this one, I can just keep stuffing like all of my ephemera just in this book. Don't know. Tempting. I could just do this. Just stuff it to the gills. I'd like to use this cover. It's very funny to me. Yeah, so it looks like this one or this one. I'm going to try it in this one for a while, and then I'll If I don't like it, I'll stick it in this one. I have options. But hang on a second. Let me get my 5-year. Okay, here's my 5-year. So, no, I have not written anything yet this year in year 6 of my 5-year, aka 9-year journal. Oh, God. Can I even get it out of here? Is it in here for life? I might have to do this off camera because it looks like it's going to be painful to get out. Okay, I'll cut all that out. So basically, this is sticky. And I don't know why. But I'm going to wipe that off. Okay, I had to use alcohol to clean that off. So basically, I think what happened was, you know how when they do the leather stitching, they glue the pieces together and then they stitch them? I think the glue was just kind of coming loose in that Moterm cover. All right, let's see. Shall we have a rustic 5-year? Will it fit in here? If it doesn't slide in the pockets, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to put it on strings, not something this chunky. All right, so it could be in there for a while. I didn't put it in this side. I suppose I could, but this is still a bit sticky. I can't unstick it. It's freaking me out. Yeah, see? I don't know whether it's the glue from where they glued this page down or the glue from within the notebook, but I'm not sticking it in there until I find that out. But it will fit. I think I'm going to do this for a little while. This could be fun to use covers I haven't used in a gazillion years. All right, that's all for... Oh, there was one other thing that I said I was going to do. And that was... Open this. This is from Claudia, from the Cloudy Desk. She's selling kind of patches and stickers and donating the proceeds to charity. So, ink. All right, let me go get that cover. I think it would look great right there. What do you guys think? Yep, that's where it's going to live. Maybe a little bit more over so it's not kind of bending on the spine. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, that's it again.